I have surgery today, so instead of me being in front of the camera, you get my disembodied voice. Ooh, spooky. And it isn't even Halloween anymore. See, I do treat you guys. So here's a photo of me wearing a Watchmen hoodie, and just pretend like it's moving and interacting in the video. So I really hated the first episode of this season, like hated it hardcore, which is bad because usually the first episode is what gets me hooked, but because I love the graphic novel so much, I'm gonna stick with it, or at that point I was like, hey, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna watch this entire season, even if I hate it, because of how much I love the graphic novel. The second episode was a little better. The third was actually really good, and this episode was fabulous. I have a feeling the season is just going to get better and better, and it maybe just had a slow start, at least for me. Though I will say I feel like they're trying too hard with the mystery stuff. It just feels overdone and bloated, like how Westworld Season 2 knew they had a good thing with the timeline twist in Season 1, and they just went psycho with it in the second season, and it was a clusterfuck. It was too much. It was too much Westworld. Night Sister and Looking Glass are still my two favorite new characters. I swear if I don't see a ton of Night Sister costumes next Halloween, I will riot. That is one of the most badass costumes I've seen in a long time. And an absolute bamf of a woman that doesn't feel overdone. She genuinely just seems like a total badass. Also, can we appreciate the loving relationship she has with her husband? I love seeing a wife and husband team not at each other's throats and actually being a team, because it seems to be a trope in television that the husband and wife just fight all the time. Laurie is too clever, and I think both Angela and her are underestimating each other, which is going to keep leading to the dick swinging contest we're seeing between the two. Although I didn't see Angela running into Laurie while she was laughing like a madwoman. That's actually quite hilarious. Every scene with Adrian is simply a delight, and I cannot wait to see more of him. If you didn't watch my video on why Adrian seems a bit crazier than his graphic novel self, Jeremy Irons, the actor that plays Adrian, said that, one, this is years and years later, so of course he's a bit different, and the guilt of the deaths on his hands, though he feels he did do the right thing with the alien squid thing, weighed on him. But also that TV is a different medium, and Adrian was a bit too boring in the graphic novel. How he gets his servants out of the water is so disgusting, and how callously he throws the ones he doesn't want back in the water is just fucked. I actually had a really hard time with the whole aging up the creatures to adults and hearing the babies scream, but screaming babies make me feel a little ill in general. Not sure if that's what you call empathy or some motherly instinct I have despite having no children. Except for my cute kitties, but they're adopted. Please don't tell Sansa Cat and Daenerys that, though. So needless to say, I am all in for Adrian's escape from wherever he is. And I know the theory that apparently just wasn't mine, thanks guys for making me feel less special, always a joy, all of you, that he's on Mars and that he's a prisoner of Dr. Manhattan, but still, I want to know why, if that is what happened. What would make John have anything to do with Adrian again? Though, maybe he's actually Lady True's hostage. She does seem to be pulling a lot of strings. I mean, I could see with her genetics labs creating those servant creatures, and she did buy his company after he disappeared, so maybe she made him a deal like she did the couple in the beginning. I'll buy out your failing company and give you a location for you to live your life out on. Only too late did he realize, oh, this is a trap. Shoot, I thought I was the smartest man in the world. Because really, does Manhattan give a shit about anyone on Earth anymore? I know at some point he ends up on Earth again this season, but I have a feeling it's for a new reason, not because of Adrian. Now, I know everyone's favorite thing to do is claim racism whenever anyone says anything, but I'm saying Lady True's daughter looks like a carbon copy of her mom. I'm not saying all Asians look alike, believe me, I know. Do you know how many people my entire life mistaked me for someone else because, quote, all redheads look alike? I get messages on this channel of people saying they know for sure who I am, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea who you are, and my name's not Jessica. So while kids can look a lot like their parents, and maybe it was just really good casting, I think we have a clone on our hands. This woman seems egotistical enough to create a clone of herself and treat it like her daughter. At the very least, she took a sperm and one of her eggs and genetically altered the child's outcome to have the traits, physical and non, that she wanted her daughter to have. Lady True is definitely an Adrian type, believing she's creating a new world and knows what that new world should be. And she should be careful because Adrian's plan didn't work out perfectly for him, and it's why he ended up where he did. Hey, what's the title of this episode? If you don't like my story, write your own. The showrunner's way of saying shut the fuck up if you don't like it. Because that's not how creating stuff goes, dude. We're all open to criticism. So yeah, I really like this episode and I'm looking forward to the rest of them. But you can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, and come back for more videos. And if you're one of those people that don't like seeing me on camera, I don't blame you. Then me having surgery this week is a special treat.